Do you think that successful realtors are evil? Do you have that impression that they're not out for your best interests? Well, I am going to break it all down for you in terms of whether they're evil or not. And my name is Chris Stafford. I have been selling as a real estate agent in San Francisco for over 30 plus years. So I'm currently working in the trenches right now, and I can tell you what realtors should be doing and why they're not evil. And stay till the end of the video because I want to share my book. A complimentary copy goes directly to you. I'll tell you how to do that. My book is called Massive Abundance: How to Create Passion, Purpose, and Prosperity in Your Life. So stay to the end of the video and I'll show you how you can get that. Here's the deal. Successful realtors aren't evil, of course. But successful realtors all have common traits. I have a coaching program called the Agent Unleashed Collective. And in the Agent Unleashed Collective, we have so many different ways to get listings. We concentrate on working with listing agents. And I have been coaching realtors for over 10 plus years. And I can tell you, here are some of the common traits that they all have. Number one, and I know that people are so sick of hearing about this, but one of the things that they do every single day is they're working on their mindset. They're working on their physical health. They want to make sure that their body and their mind and spiritually are all in tip-top shape because this is a brutal business. It isn't an evil business, but it's a brutal business. And you can make a lot of money as a real estate agent. All my coaching clients are. But the thing is if you are not in top physical shape, you're not in top mental shape, it makes it a lot more difficult to handle all the craziness of the business. Real estate agents yelling at you, deals going south, you missed the listing presentation, whatever it is. So that's one characteristic that is super, super important. Secondly, all successful real estate agents have a plan. And here's where I think a lot of agents, I can't believe how many real estate agents don't have a business plan or at least goals. They're basically winging it and seeing what happens. And that is not the way to run a business because being a real estate agent is a business, people. And if you don't have a set of goals, if you don't have a mission, a vision, a purpose, if you don't have a marketing strategy, if you don't have scheduling down, guess what? This business is going to be a lot more difficult. So you want to make sure that you have that plan in place. Next, I would say that the most important thing is marketing. Okay? Big, da-da-da-da, right? We have to market. This is a sales job. This is a sales position. If you're going into real estate thinking you're going to just sit by the water cooler and eat donuts all day, you're sadly mistaken. Because the bottom line is 80% of your time should be spent doing marketing. In my collective, in the coaching program, we concentrate on what are the marketing things that you can do that are going to fit your style, your personality. What are you going to have fun with? I don't have a boilerplate, you have to do A, B, C, D, E. No, what I love doing is working with you to figure out, okay, based on your personality, based on your style, your energy, what kinds of marketing can we do to fill up your listings pipeline and really find sellable listings and get those things sold. I want you to 10x your business. And all successful real estate agents spend that time. They block time out and they consistently are marketing every single day, at a minimum Monday through Friday. Myself personally, every single morning, that's my concentration. That is my number one focus. After I work out, after I eat something healthy, after I meditate, I market because that's what my job is to fill my listing pipeline. And that's why I have 5 listings coming on the market probably within the next 4 weeks. So it's really important that you really figure out at least 3 different strategies. One of them should definitely be your SOI, your sphere of influence, that you should be working. You should be calling them. You should be emailing them, sending them notes, having lunches with them, coffee, whatever. And then 2 other types of marketing strategies to get listings. I don't care what it is. I have coaching clients, believe it or not, that knock on doors, are working probates, out of area owners, they're cold calling, they're volunteering on boards. I mean, there's so many different ways you can get listings. So it's really important that you make this your focus. The focal point of your day has to be the marketing, okay? Next, successful agents have a listing presentation that they love, a listing presentation that they know like the back of their hand, that they can really focus their energy and their time on the sellers. They know what to say to sellers to close the deal. I've got a listing presentation strategy that I can certainly, if you're interested, hit me up. I can talk to you more about it in detail, where I'm usually in and out in 30 minutes with a signed listing contract. But I have practiced this listing presentation. I have practiced my strategy. So it's super important that your listing presentation, your strategy is really, really tight. That is super, super important. Next, I also think that part of your marketing strategy, and most successful agents do this, is your part of your marketing strategy should be increasing your average sales price. In the Agent Unleashed Collective, that's all we concentrate on. What are the things that you can do? What are the strategies that you can implement to increase your average sales price? Because trust me, it's just as easy to list and sell a multi-million-dollar home as it is to sell a $200,000 home. So that is very important. This has to be a critical part of your marketing strategy. And if you want some ideas on how to make that happen, hit me up, book a call with me. That's one of the things we do in the collective. I think another thing that successful agents are really good at doing is really making sure that they're good with their money. Here's the problem. If you don't know how to get listings, if you don't know how to do the marketing to fill up your listing pipeline and become a top listing agent, most real estate agents throw money at the problem. And that is not the way to run a business. I love saying this. There's one gentleman on the East Coast that was spending over $5,000 a month on Zillow leads. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And I asked him, I says, did you get any successful listings from it? Any successful motivated sellers? He said, absolutely not. I basically got a bunch of unmotivated sellers and a lot of buyer leads, which is, I don't work with buyers and we don't want that. Not especially if you're paying $5,000 a month for listing leads. So it's really important that you're really conscious of the money that's going out of your business. What is it going out for? I personally run a really tight, lean ship. My costs, my expenses are only 22%. Last time it checked, of my gross commission income, which is really, really good. Because I don't buy leads. I think buying listing leads is bullshit. I think that spending money on these glam photos and the drone photography and some crazy other stuff, billboards, bus benches. I've seen some agents and listing agents spend money on pretty crazy things that I actually think are more like ego spends than anything else. So they're really conscious of your money. One of the things we do in the Agent Unleashed Collective is really look at paying yourself first, implementing a profit first mentality in your business, and really cutting your expenses and just doing the things that are going to get you to become a real estate listing king or queen. And that's really the important thing. So those are just some characteristics that I've witnessed that the most successful real estate agents do on a consistent basis. And consistent is the word. You have to do all this on a consistent basis. So make sure that you're doing this every single day. You are a salesperson. 80% of your time should be devoted to marketing. Realtors are not evil. Real successful realtors are not evil. Successful realtors consistently implement the things they need to do every single day to fill up their listing pipeline with sellable listings. And if you do want my free book, make sure you check out, hit me up and DM me below. You can book a call with me. You can shoot me an email and I'll send you the book over for free. I'd love to get a complimentary copy into your hands as soon as possible. And it goes without saying too, there's a link down below. If you want to book a call with me, check out my complimentary masterclass, and let's talk about how we can make your business a 10x listing machine. Thanks so much for your time, everyone.